and you need to stop caring so much about what this other person thinks about you. I know at this current point you think really highly of them. You have their opinion in high regard because you are obviously really, really into them. But don't let their opinion of you diminish your opinion of yourself, because the moment you do that, you have given them all of the power. And when they have all of the power, then it's so much easier for you to be crushed by every single thing that they say to you or not say to you each time they ignore you. And you can't let other people, external factors, have these controls over your life, because otherwise you're completely powerless, and no one wants to be with someone who feels like they are powerless. Stop caring and they will chase you. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about how to stop care so that they chase you. But before we get into this video, please do leave a like on it and please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if there's anything that you would like me to discuss in a future video, then please do leave it down in the comments. Or if you have some tips yourself that may help other people. Thank you so much. So I truly believe that in order to get someone to chase you, as opposed to you chasing them all the time, to get you into that best position where they are the one that's pursuing you and you're not the one that's always having to put in the effort, is to stop caring so much about them being with you, them, you two getting together, and caring so much about what they think of you, just caring way too much about them in general, because that's what usually happens when someone comes to my work, they come to my videos, they seek help from me in some way. They've invested themselves way too much in this person, and because of that, they are searching up videos, searching up techniques on how to get this person more interested in them. But the thing is that they are looking for things that they have to do in order to get them interested in them again. They're looking for techniques, they're looking for strategies, when actually the best strategy in order to get someone to chase you, to start being more interested in you, is to actually stop caring so less about them and what they think of you. So that leads me into my first point, and this is the main point of the whole video, so this is the best bits first, and that is not letting your inner happiness depend on this person, but letting your inner happiness depend on you. So if you are upset about the fact that this person isn't putting in as much effort as what you are, then you are relying on this person to make you happy. You are the only person in this world that can make you happy. And it's all about the way that you perceive things, the way that you personally interpret things. So let's say, for example, you send a text to your crush and you don't get a reply. The way you internalize that is how you're going to move forward and deal with that situation. So one person may have an experience like that, and they may lash out at that person, may lash out at their crush saying, "Why do you always ignore me? Why do you never reply to my messages? It's really rude not to respond to someone." You know, and obviously that's going to make the situation much worse, and it's not going to make that person more interested in you. Whereas if that happens to someone else, that person might see it as, "Oh, they're just busy. I know they'll get round to replying to me eventually." You know, they don't take it so personally. And they don't let it affect them. They don't let it bother them. Their inner happiness and inner peace isn't destroyed because this one person, this crush of theirs, hasn't responded to them. So it's literally how you internalize things. So make sure that when something like that happens, or right now you're obviously experiencing an occasion where you are way interested in someone else and you want them to like you as much as you like them, you can't let your inner happiness, your inner peace, depend on this person. Only you can do that, because we've all seen people who, you know, when something happens to them like this, they don't get all angry about it or upset or butthurt or resentful or upset and depressed about it, but they actually see it as the other person's loss. Or, you know, they just don't really take it any seriously whatsoever. So we've all seen people who have actually behaved in that way. So if other people can see it as their loss, or just not react negatively towards it, whether that be through anger or just depression or sadness, then you can also have that reaction. You can also perceive things in that way. So when something like this happens, one of my favorite questions to ask myself is, what else does this mean? What else could this mean? So if someone doesn't respond to your messages, or they're not showing as much interest in you as you are in them, just ask yourself, what else could this mean? So, for example, I used to have a really, really negative mindset. And when something like this used to happen to me, I would think, oh, it's because I'm ugly, or it's because I'm stupid, or I said something ridiculous and now they don't like me, or it's because of some other thing. I always blame myself and thinking, and going to basically like to worst case scenario straight away, like, oh, they don't care about me, oh, it's because I'm ugly, or something like that. But when I started asking myself the question, I don't remember when this was, but at some point I started looking for other things what this could mean. So I started thinking, well, okay, well, it might not mean that I'm ugly. It could mean that we're just simply not right for each other. Perhaps this isn't someone who I'm supposed to be with anyway, or perhaps they're just busy and they'll get back to me eventually, or perhaps they don't like me at this current moment, but that doesn't necessarily mean in the future that they won't warm up to me. So it's like having all these different ways of looking at the situation. And basically, when you have other ways of looking at the situation instead of the negative scenario, as in, oh, it's because I'm ugly, or it's because I'm worthless, it makes the situation less intense when you have other things what this could mean. And you know what? Perhaps for whatever reason, this person isn't attracted to you, and it is to do with your looks. But that doesn't mean that that is the way that everybody perceives you. It's just how this one person perceives you. To someone else, you could be the most gorgeous person on the planet. So the way that you personally internalize this situation is most important. And you need to stop caring so much about what this other person thinks about you. I know at this current point, you think really highly of them. You have their opinion in high regard because you are obviously really, really into them. But don't let their opinion of you diminish your opinion of yourself, because the moment you do that, you have given them all of the power. And when they have all of the power, then it's so much easier for you to be crushed by every single thing that they say to you or not say to you each time they ignore you. And you can't let other people, external factors, have these controls over your life, because otherwise you're completely powerless, and no one wants to be with someone who feels like they are powerless. In order for you to put you in the best position possible for you to attract them, them to be in your life, for them to date you and want to date you, you need to stop caring so much about their opinion, at least not putting their opinion higher than your opinion of yourself. So if you would like to actually figure out more ways that you can build up your self-image, then I highly recommend that you go and watch this video I created on self-image. And in there we go into some practical ways, some tools that you can use to make you feel a lot more better about yourself, to make you build that self-image of yourself and your self-esteem. So when you stop caring as much, and you stop chasing them as much, chasing them up, wanting to seek their validation in some way, that will put you in the best position possible for them to start chasing you, for them to start wanting to be and hang out around with you. Now, of course, this may not actually happen, because obviously you can't force someone to feel something for you if they don't feel that way. But this will at least put you in the best position possible for that to actually happen in general. And even for future prospects, if you always have this attitude of, how I feel about myself is more important than how you treat me and how you feel about and your opinion of me or whatever. So even if you don't necessarily re-attract this person, you will be more attractive to future romantic prospects. So one last thing, and this is super important as well, and that is not caring about them doesn't mean that you're mean to them, and it doesn't mean that you're cold to them or nasty to them. It just means that you have more respect for yourself. It just means that you're not going to keep on banging at their door basically when they're not willing to answer, right? So that means not sending them messages. It means basically not trying so hard to try and get them to like you. But that doesn't mean that you have to say mean things to them. It doesn't mean you have to be cold to them, and do things in a not caring manner. Like, you can still care about someone and respect yourself at the same time. So you don't need to send them a message saying, oh, I don't care about you anymore, or be mean to them. You don't have to do that. You just have to respect yourself. So that means if they do reach out to you and they say, hey, how are you? Or, they change their mind about how they feel about you, you welcome them with open arms. You say, that's great. Let's go and hang out. Let's go and do this. Let's meet up. Obviously, be warm to them whenever they reach out to you. Be a nice person, but you also have to put yourself first and respect yourself. Now, obviously, you don't want to be nice to people who have been mean to you in the past. So if this person has actually been mean to you, actually said some horrible things to you, then obviously you don't really want to associate with this person anyway. But if this is someone who's just not been that into you, someone who you've had a crush on but has not really been that interested, perhaps they've put you in friend zone, that's not them being mean to you. That's just them simply not being attracted to you. So don't be mean to those people. Only really walk away from those people that have been really disrespectful to you. But when it comes to the people that you've been interested in, who are genuinely nice people and you know that they're good people, whenever they come back into your life, welcome them with open arms. You don't want to, be nasty to people who are actually nice people. And just because they don't like you in that way doesn't mean that they're a bad person. So don't treat them like they're a bad person. So anyway, that's my video on stop caring and they will chase you. If you would like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. On there is a free PDF download, which is a dating and relationship manual that you can get for free. And if you do read that, please let me know what you think. If there's something you would like me to add to it, or something that you feel, has, you have some critiques of it, please let me know so I can make it the best product possible for those people that want it. And I shall talk to you guys again very soon. Goodbye, guys.